Alright everyone, we are in Tokyo, in Harajuku, also known as Meiji Jingume, or something like that. We're on the path to the Meiji Shrine. This is in the middle of a city in western Tokyo, if I'm not mistaken. A hugely densely populated area, but as you can see, notwithstanding the crowd, we're just in the middle of nature. You know, a huge treed walkway. You'd never expect that you were in the middle of a city of about 30 some odd million people. It's amazing. These are barrels of sake wrapped in straw.
That's a lot of sake.
Huh. So these barrels are full of sake. They're donated by Meiji Jingo Nationwide Sake Brewers Association. And they've been offering the sake for generations. Wow. Every year. That's pretty cool. And then this side, probably other barrels. Go ahead, Dave. Oh. Bourgogne wine. I'm probably butchering the pronunciation. So this stuff is wine. From France. Donated by wineries in France. Oh wow.
Huh.
Wow, that's really cool. For peace between Japan and France. I wonder if that's why
French.
they have that Eiffel Tower looking thing. Tokyo Tower or something like that, maybe.
Well, and that explains why there's such a, like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially the fine dining and French-style hotel names and stuff like that. That's really cool. To be fair, a lot of that is around the world, though, because French cuisine is traditionally, or often considered to be amongst the highest in fine dining and stuff like that. So this is Emperor Meiji, which was the one that opened Japan, right?
Sorry, the what?
That was around when Japan was opened, right?
Yeah. So he came in shortly after Matthew Perry forced the Tokugawa shogunate to open their borders.
Okay.
So when Emperor Meiji came in, he said, okay, well, we're already open, let's open up to Western cultures and modernize, because at the time, their military was sad in comparison, which is unfortunate, but Meiji didn't see it as we have to adapt in order to survive. He thought of it as we need to see Western influence and international influence as something that can come in and enhance our culture,
right,
and build our culture.
Yeah.
So promoted industrialization to the point where they had actually taken a lot of businesses and made them government funded, and then within 10 years privatized them to create industrialization,
right, and
promote businesses and growth that way.
Yeah. Cool.
And they actually did this thing called the it's a mission. It was called the Iwakura mission.
Okay.
Or the Iwakura. It was an Iwakura mission, but they did it. They took, I think it was something like 20 different families, like hardcore noble families from all over Japan, and they were like nobles, and took them all over the world. So they went all over the United States, they went all over England,
Yeah.
And then they adopted a whole bunch of these cultures and like clothing and brought it back. And so you see like a lot of the attire change from kimonos to like traditional wear.
Right. With a lot of friction, I'm sure, between tradition and modern culture and Western culture.
That's
really.
actually one of the reasons why a majority of the buildings that you see nowadays are actually rebuilt in the Meiji period.
Yeah.
It was to enable this idea that we're going to adapt our culture to new things, but we're not going to forsake our own culture in doing so. And so he was walking a very wise line by rebuilding their culture and maintaining their culture, while at the same time incorporating new Western thoughts.
Totally.
And in a way, I think it ensured the country's ability to not be actually colonized at the time.
Right.
Because they were dangerously close to that actually happening.
Good point, good point. It's a bit of a wake-up call to catch up with the rest of the world in terms of technology and infrastructure and things in a lot of ways. Of course, that continued accelerating and led to militarization and imperialism eventually, and then we all know what happened in World War II. Of course, in World War I, Japan was an ally of the West.
Yes.
Not so much in the Second World War, of course.
Actually, the reason for that was really cool. It was because they had actually backed Russia off of their northern island, and people were floored.
Right.
Because no one had ever beaten another ally, and Japan did the one thing nobody ever thought was possible. They actually backed Russia off their camp. And so that was actually a very like foundational moment for them being in World War I.
Yeah.
As an ally.
Totally. Very
Which
cool.
also shows how quickly they adapted. Like, like it sounds like if you look at it, I think it was a period of like. It was a very short period of time. I'm trying to remember it. Emperor Meiji, I think, came in the later 1800s.
Correct, yeah.
And so by the time World War I occurred, they'd done, within like 20 years, they'd like totally refocused their culture. And imperialism, in an interesting way actually, unified their country because it went from being unified under like daimyo and towards like a military shogunate to the emperor, and actually a unity for the country as opposed to just to a singular human.
Yeah.
So they said, oh, unity to the emperor is unity to the country, kind of thing.
Totally.
Which is also why they made military mandatory service for, I think it was 2 years.
Okay.
Something like that.
Interesting.
They made mandatory military service.
Oh, wow.
Obviously, some people were very upset by that, but it's interesting because the increase in just unity in Japan as a whole country was probably seen, I would say, the most in that period of time.
Right.
Prior to the Edo period.
Very
beginning
cool.
of the Edo period with the Tokugawa Ieyasu.
Makes sense. Very cool. Let's see what these are real quick. Sorry, let's just see what these are real quick.
Oh, they're charms.
Oh, they're charms, okay. Okay, you gotta pay for them too.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is that?
Let's go find out.
I want to know.
Oh, there's those shaky sticks, like we had at the Ryokan, maybe?
I want to see what that says over there.
I think those are for the charm tablets still, I think.
So, do you know what the Charter Oath is?
No.
So, the Charter Oath was made by Emperor Meiji to instill more, more westernized culture and for more opening up of the country. So he was more like, for instance, kind of started vetoing Edo, like isolation laws.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah. So the 5 charter oath is like people are allowed to like practice their own religious freedoms. They're
Okay.
allowed to gather in public. You're allowed to just do a whole bunch of like ports were allowed, like ships were allowed to enter different ports and stuff. And just like allowing technology. However, the one caveat to the Charter Oath was that the emperor could at any time pull those rights. But nobody
Gotcha.
tells you.
True. Well, just like the what am I going for? The monarchy in the UK technically has supreme power still, and so on.
Yeah. But I think it was more like if people took it in excess. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
you
I
can
see.
gather publicly, but if you go against me, then I'm gonna have a problem. I think it was
Gotcha.
one of those.
That makes sense. Reserves the right to stop it.
Yes.
No notice.
Basically.
Yeah.
But it is really also reading that, I remember the other one. The other one is, so they had a huge class system in the Edo period.
Right.
And one of the other things in the Charter Oath was they actually opened up the ability to go between your class systems and pick whatever career you desire.
Yeah.
Which at the time was unheard of. You couldn't do that.
Right. Because if you were born into a farming family, you had to remain part of the land, farming it and stuff like that, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you weren't allowed to actually move between regions in traditional times here, so.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think about.
Right?
Yeah.